And there we are for the center field camera. Got a lot of cameras out for the game today. Gus Tellis pulling out all the stops here for the championship game. There you see Bogunky. He's a big one.
And there are a lot of Division I scouts looking at this big right-hander. He has been clocked as high as 93, 94. He's got a nasty breaking ball, big frame, good ceiling. You can guarantee there are some MLB scouts in the stands watching the big guy tonight.
Bogunky, a junior, gathers his infielders behind him. Rams will send a left-hander up to the plate, Kelly. Angelo Kelly, the left fielder.
Kelly being heavily recruited by Eastern University. The quintessential leadoff hitter, can slap, can bunt, can run. And he's a real pest, a real thorn in the side of Pac-10 opponents all year.
Has that right foot way out toward the back of the side of the batter's box.
A little extra pop sound in that glove when someone's up over 85, 90, Al.
After a first strike, he throws two straight balls, count 2-1.
Outfield at medium depth.
And another one outside. It is 3-1. Bogunky falls behind on the count.
Mike Mentzer, one of the more consistent strike zones you will see. We've seen him through the years on PCTV in the championship game.
There's a strike, and the count is full at 3-2 to Kelly.
Coach Moyer's pacing over there like an angry bear already.
He's a big guy. He could step right out there and play. There's a high one. It goes all the way to the backstop. Kelly hustling down to first, but that's about as far as he's going to get.
Yeah.
So the Rams get their leadoff man on.
Yeah, I tangled with Coach Moyer back in the day. We'll talk about that as the game moves on.
I hope not mixed martial arts, Bernie, because my money would have been on him. Oh, you're scrappy. Grabluski up at the plate. Right-hander, second baseman.
Ram Nation
outside.
Ram Nation basketball fans recognize the name. They've been very good on the hoops court last couple years. Methacton capturing the Pac-10 title this past winter.
We need to have like a big shade or a blind, Venetian blind out left field would be perfect.
Yeah, we'll talk about this stadium as the game moves on. That is the one slight imperfection.
A little high and tight.
The ideal location for the sun to go down is deep down the right field line. Then the worst case scenario is a throw from first to third. The third baseman's got to look at it, but how often does that happen?
Right.
So when Don Specht and the group of volunteers, who, by the way, had 472 people petition against building a stadium back in the early 80s here, but what they did was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. This was a bunch of cornfields.
Yeah.
And they had brought the dynamite in, and they got a lot of volunteers from the community. And for whatever reason, when they built the stadium, they have the sun going down in deep left center.
Ball a little high and tight. Those 472 people were quickly relocated to Wyoming. Did not happen that I know of.
God bless his soul, Don Specht.
What a good man.
36 years he devoted in his life to Boyertown Bear baseball.
Very generous man. I went to his church, and he just gave a lot of himself.
And then you throw in 22 state championships in American Legion, which has got to be a Guinness Book of World Records for amateur championships. Grabluski looking at Penn State as one of his college choices, thinking about field of studies in the area of psychology. I'll have to talk to him after the game out.
Yeah, I could use some.
Yeah.
Punched into right field. Back goes the right fielder. Well, nice play by Schronk. Almost, he got turned around a couple times, Bernie. I was worried that was going to go over his head.
You know, and he didn't panic. The kid knew that he turned the wrong way. He just stayed on the balls of his feet. You don't want your heel strike or your eyes will bounce. But nice adjustment out there by...
Oh, I'm sorry. It was Ronnie Mauger. My bad.
Ronnie Mauger.
And this is Michaud, the pitcher. That was the first out of the inning. Man still on first base. Kelly.
Michaud, a good athlete, batting in that 3-hole.
Like a curveball in for a strike.
A lot of excitement in the PCTV Network. Our new CEO, Gus Tellis. All these games are being broadcast on the web. All you got to do is Google the PCTV Network. This game will be shown 8 times over the weekend on the web and on Comcast channels, mostly 28, but we have 3 channels, 22, 28, and 98. And it is exciting. Matt Wagner, Olivia Prothero, the whole crew. What a tremendous job they've done getting ready for this inaugural broadcast.
Yep. Count is even at 1-1. Chopped up the middle. Could be 2. There is 1. Back to first. Double play. So Boyertown with a very sharp twin killing to get out of the first inning. We have played through 1. Still no hits in the ball game and no score.
Tired of piles of paper that need to be shredded for security reasons? Well, don't let it weigh you down any longer. Coming up on Saturday, May 19th, 9 a.m. till noon, we will have a professional shredding service on site at our Stowe office, ready to turn confidential material into confetti. Not only that, but they can also take care of your defunct computers and drives and destroy them right there safely. So clean out your filing cabinets and your closets and come to this very special community event at Apex. Everyone will walk away with a free gift too. And better yet, all proceeds benefit the Pottstown communities. See you Saturday. You're watching the PCTV Network, your hometown station. We're home for you.
And welcome back, everybody. Boyertown batting at the top half of the second inning. And this will be Bagunki, the pitcher, standing in to face Michaud.
He's got the knickers, the high knickers, and the old school stirrups.
You don't see that very often.
and the high tops. I mean, I'm digging this. He is a big dude.
Yeah, he is.
He's got that long, wide shoulder girdle that scouts love, because you can build on that.
Shaw with the curveball, chopped to short. It's going to be a tough play. That's got to be a hit. Hustling down the line was Bagunki, and he is on first.
Big guy runs well for his size.
Yeah.
He motored down there. Last time I saw someone run that fast out was you running from the cops.
Ooh, they gave him an error on that. I didn't get away either. The big cop caught me. So they call an E6 on that. Bagunki is on first. That was going to be a tough play either way.
I'd be grumbling if I'm Bagunki.
Yeah.
I had that beat out all the way.
Yeah.
They're going to show bunt. Something that Springford made very popular back in the late 80s, early 90s. The advent of small ball, well, they got away from it. But what you'll see is nice bunt.
Ooh, that's going to be a hit. Nope. Nice play by Michaud to get there and throw him out at first base.
Terrific play by Michaud. The athleticism variable of a pitcher. How well can you field your position? We saw, who was it? Greg Maddox won 18 Gold Gloves. When you can do things like what Michaud just did, you're going to win a lot more games as a pitcher.
I jumped the gun there. I thought he had a base hit. That's Riegner. And he chops one down to third. Played very nicely by Lottie. 2 outs. The man gets to third base with Emmel coming up.
Third baseman, number 9, Tyler Emmel.
Tyler Emmel, number 8 batter.
Emmel, 180 pounds, considering the field of study of biology. Also a Phillies fan. We like that.
Michon starts him off with a strike. Curveball sneaks in there for a strike.
Springford Rams 1 year ago captured the Pac-10 title. Mike Ozipak, the player of the year. Outstanding right-handed pitcher now at University of Alabama.
Ball to deep short. Takes a little bit of an odd hop, and it's a high throw. And he is in there, and we have the game's first run. And we'll have to see the ruling on that. They're calling that an E.
Yeah, I got to agree. You'd had him with an accurate throw. You were very observant in noticing the bad hop at the last second. It seemed to upset his footwork a little bit. Sailed high. When you give up runs are at a premium with pitchers like McGucky and Michaud on the mound.
Almost looks like it might have hit the edge of the grass.
Exactly. That ball skipped an additional 12 inches to the right, which affected his footwork.
Take a look.
Let's see if we can catch it on the instant replay. At the very last, the final hop, the ball squirts to the right. That affects his footwork ever so subtly, and you don't know for sure, but that could have had an effect on the inaccuracy of the throw.
Got to say, good play by Cody Clark to go up there and get the ball, and almost recorded the putout.
Cody Clark, their first baseman and cleanup hitter, one of the top 5 players in the league, will get consideration for league MVP along with Bagucki.
Dalton Weeks, junior, batting 9th. Weeks is the shortstop. Oh, they got it picked off. And he's tied out.
Oh, wow. Mental mistake.
But the Bears do get on the board. After an inning and a half, they lead in this title game 1-0.
Ready, set, go!
To Pottstown Memorial Medical Center.
Where kids get even more pediatric care.
Now with Lehigh Valley Health Network.
Right here in our backyard.
24/7.
So parents have one less thing to worry about.
And we
have a great place to go.
Pediatric care at Pottstown Memorial Medical Center. A great place to go.
You're watching the PCTV Network, your hometown station. We're home for you.
And it's Springford coming to the plate. Cody Clark, the cleanup hitter, batting right.
Very exciting young player, committed to play his college ball at LaSalle University, Division I.
He looks like a Division I type ball player.
He is a solid 185 pounds. He will get votes for league MVP along with Bagucki, perhaps Allen from Phoenixville, and Castleberry from Methacton, just to throw a few names out there. Now that's some high octane there.
Yeah.
As we have seen through the years, though, location more important than velocity.
Yep. Time is called. Count is 1-2.
Clark, solid 185 pounds. Favorite pro player? Josh Hamilton.
Uh-huh.
Hamilton putting up Ruthian-type
Yeah,
numbers.
what a scorching start.
Whew, my goodness.
Count is even at 2-2 after a curveball down low. Sky to center field. And it looks like Von Doren has beat on it, and he makes the catch for the first out of the inning.